Hi, this is Matt Marchant, and in this video we're going to go through how you can test your core on your own. So the first one is just a basic core strength test to make sure that you can pull in your core. And now we're talking about core. In this test, we're talking specifically about the front part or the transverse abdominis, and that will be true for the other tests too. We're not really testing the function of the other four muscles. Remember, 3 we have conscious control over: diaphragm up top, transverse abdominis in the front, and pelvic floor in the bottom. The other 2, internal obliques and multifidus on the back, we do not have conscious control over. So we're really, when I say testing the core, we're testing this first part. So take just a basic hand towel, let's roll it up. Okay, so for most adults, this thickness is sufficient. So we're going to place this on the floor or a bench, and you're going to lie on it so that the towel hits exactly where your belly button would be. So I lie face down. The towel is right over the belly button. I keep my body straight and my head goes right on my forearms. Okay, I'm going to keep my head up to talk to you. But now in this position, what I want to do is pull in, or in this case up, my belly button away from the towel. It's just a gentle lift. I'm not lifting my body off. Nothing should be moving. There should be very little movement if someone were to watch me. So just the belly button goes up and relax. In this situation, what you do not want to happen is you do not want to squeeze your glutes. There should be no contraction of the glutes. If there is, it's an indication that you're having a hard time isolating that front part of your core, the TVA, and what you're doing is you're trying to use your glutes to do the job. So there should be no movement or contraction of the hip. So you tighten up the stomach, or I should say pull up the belly button and relax. So you should feel your belly button just kind of lift away from the towel. So that's the first test. It can also be used as an exercise too. Next one, the string test. You're going to take a string, wrap it around your waist. Again, right where the belly button is what we're looking for. You're going to tie it somewhat kind of snug, so you can just kind of put one finger in there. So if you kind of let your stomach out, you can feel the pushing out against the string. Okay, so from here you just put one finger in, soft bend in the knees, pull your belly button in tight. We also want to lift the pelvic floor, and there should be a little slack created in the string. If no slack is created, you're not getting it. If it actually gets tighter, you're doing the opposite of what needs to be done. Okay? So there should absolutely be some slack in here. From here, you could do some movement, some basic squats, some steps, some turns, and now you're saying that you're able to get your core tight while you're actually doing some movement as well. But for our purposes, you're just kind of standing, you're pulling in the belly button, trying to get a little bit of slack in the string. So string test. Last one, we're going to go back to the towel. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put the towel on the lower back. So if my belly button were to come out the side, right where my belly button would be on the back side, I put the towel. Okay? So now in this position, what I do is I'm flat, my knees are bent. I bring my knees up towards my chest. I lift my pelvic floor, I pull in my belly button, and I just gently push my lower back into the towel. Now be very conscious of how much pressure you're putting on the towel. This is important. With that constant amount of pressure, slowly lower your feet, touch and up. Touch and up. Each time I lower my feet, there should be the same amount of pressure put on the towel. This test is actually easier if you had somebody put their hand underneath your back. They would be able to tell you, well, you're letting off, or you're keeping the same amount of tension. So the goal is, this is a lower abdominal coordination test. It's, okay, the first test, can you get your core in? Do we know how to activate it? Lying down, which is easy. Next test, can you do it standing? Okay, perfect. But we're still not moving yet. Now can we do it on your back? Still fairly easy, but can we do it in coordination with the legs? And so those are your 3 tests on how you can test your core yourself. If after the class you just want to kind of run through it on your own. They can also be actual exercises too. Thanks for watching.